Folks, welcome back, baby. We are fishing with the folks from Burly Fishing. We got Paul. What up, Paul? We got Jeff. What up, Jeff? I got my ultralight with me. Folks, I'm just going for whatever bites. You know me, that's the name of the game. Smallmouth, panfish, rock bass, whatever we can find, we're gonna try to catch. So, let's get started. I don't know what Paul and Jeff are doing. I guess they're playing patty cake on the bank, but I want to catch a rock bass, so I'm gonna go find one. Oh, this water, it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold, I'm not gonna lie. There he is! Oh! Oh no! I missed him. I got a fishy, I got a fishy. Yes sir, yes sir.
Embarrassing. Yo.
Smalley! Hey! Oh! So all I've got with me is a little fanny pack full of gear, but I'm gonna go ahead and fish with the 1/32 ounce fire red mule jig and a ranch hand colored horsefly to start. Thing about the horsefly, oh there we go, a little smallie. Alrighty, another dink. Dinkalicious, baby, let's go. Thing about this horsefly is it's meant to mimic insect larvae, and in little streams like this there's obviously tons of insect larvae, so this is honestly matching the hatch is about as good as you could ask. Might not be big, but it's a beautiful little fish, and you know, I'll take it. I love how these small little river smallmouth, a lot of times they kind of get some orange hue to their fins. It's really nice looking. Big fan, big fan. Oh baby, man, that fish freaking hit it hard for such a small little guy. I think that as we go further upstream we'll start to find some larger fish, but for now we're probably just gonna dink it up.
On the little jig, the little mule.
The horsefly and the 1/32 mule jig.
Yep.
I'll tell you, the wind blowing this way is kind of making it a little bit harder to detect bites because I'm casting upstream, and there he is. There it is, yes sir. I was gonna say it's kind of hard to detect bites because that wind is blowing a bow in my line. That's my best one yet. That's not saying a whole lot, but it is my best one yet. He liked that horsefly. Look at that. Choked it. Good times, man. Paul just caught one. We're waiting on Jeff. We're waiting on old Jeffy over here. To be fair, he's fishing with a little bit larger profile stuff, so there you go. God, he's fat. Look at that little football belly. He might not be long, but by golly, he's off to a good start. I just love wading rivers, man. It is probably my favorite way to catch fish. Oh, there's one. Golly, every time I start swimming it up, they pop it right off the bottom. They're all kind of the same size, boys, but we're off to the start we wanted. I love smallmouth bass. You guys know that. Any size smallmouth bass is all right by me. Beautiful fish, man. See you, buddy. Okay, real quick, what combo I'm using. So I am using my Dobbin Sierra. This is a 6'2" ultralight. It's fast action. Love this rod. Probably my favorite ultralight that I own. And I've got the Daiwa Procyon LT 1000. I just got this reel not too long ago. Really nice. I really like the feel of it. And then I got it spooled up with some 2-pound, I think it's Gamma monofilament. Huge fan. I've just been experimenting with this, and so far, really, really liking it. So I'm probably gonna do a video on this line at some point, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's keep on wandering upstream, see what we can find. The question is, how many species can we catch today? So far, it's just smallmouth, but my guess is we should be able to find some others as well. I'm hoping, if at all possible, I'd love to find some big bluegill today. That's kind of my low-key goal, but I have no idea what to expect. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Get it.
You guys, I did a thing. I caught the thing that we're supposed to catch. Oh, is it a fish? It's gone.
Hey, I got one too, buddy. I think this is a Rocco. I think it's a, oh no, is it Smallie? I can't see. I just know it's a brown bulbous shape. Smallmouth. Boom shakalaka. He wanted that, man.
Look at that dagger this idiot just cast. Look at his shitty grin.
Okay, well that's one way to release him.
I was the last to get one.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Almost, yeah, that's good. Tangle City. Dadgummit. All right, the dadgummit moment of the day.
Yo, the lean.
Gotta lean back. Lean back. Hey. Oh, I just did a weird hook set and Jeff's giving me a hard time for it. Basically, I just leaned my entire body back. Boom. So essentially all I'm doing is just basically casting it upstream and just getting it down on the bottom and twitching it off the grass. There's a lot of weed beds on the bottom, and I'm just kind of keeping this from bogging down. So just kind of light twitches up. And a lot of times when I twitch it, I get smacked. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. I'm just a little deeper than I would prefer to be right now. Oh, I'm gonna catch a fish on that cast. 3, 2, come on.
come out. You're making me look bad.
How did I not catch a fish right there? Oh, there he is. Ha ha! I called my shot. I knew there'd be a fish right there. It looked too juicy. Look at that. That thing's pretty though. Dude, look at those nice patterns on that guy. And today is Dink City so far. Oh, that's a beautiful cast. There's got to be something up there. You can't tell me there's not. There he is. I knew it. God, that was a perfect cast. What is this? He's fighting pretty good. Probably a little smallie. He's fighting too hard. No. Yes, sir. Look at him, little roundy. Dude, he's a perfect circle. This bluegill is hilarious. I caught one like this here last time. This thing's literally a circle. Look at this. Can you see? Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the funniest. This one's even more of a circle than the last one I caught here. Guys, look at this. Like, can we just appreciate how goofy this little guy is? He's just a funny looking little fella, but I love him. Awesome. Cool. 2 species, baby. Oh my gosh. I was looking down at my fanny pack and this guy just took off with it. There we go. 3rd species, largemouth. He just ate it while I was dead sticking it. So it was probably just sitting there on the bottom and this little dinky largemouth pelted it. He just took off. I was like playing with my fanny pack, folks. 3 species. Yes. There he is. There he is. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Another bluegill. Heck yes. This one is not as weirdly circular as the last one, but it is another bluegill, my friends. All right, nothing big yet, but good time nonetheless. Okay, how about a quick update? I tell you what, we're having a lot of fun out here. I've obviously caught quite a few little smallmouth bass about that long. I've caught 1 little largemouth and then a couple bluegill. So the multi-species is in full effect. I trust that we can catch some rock bass, and who knows, maybe we can even catch another species. You just never really know when you're fishing a river with tiny little baits. I am having a blast though. It's really kind of cold in the water, but really nice out. So nothing to complain about. Something just scurried up on the bank. Squirrel! Anyways, I have not exactly explained what's going on, but I've got my fingers crossed that we can catch some bigger fish. So we're gonna keep going. Let's go. There he is. Yes, sir. Another dink. Another dink. Oh, a dinky gill this time. Okay, I think I've at least gotten to the area where I want to be because I'm starting to find more bluegill, which is good because I'm hoping to find some big ones today. And I trust that we will, but for now we're gonna have to weed through a couple dinks and that's totally okay. There he is. It's another decent gill. This one was off a little bit deeper grass. So this is actually not a bluegill. This is a sunfish. Let's see. Let me just try to ID this real quick. Is it a hybrid or is it a full sunfish? I can't tell, to tell you. I think that's just a pumpkinseed. It might be a pumpkinseed bluegill hybrid, but I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a pumpkinseed. And I tell you what, that's a new species. So we've got pumpkinseed, bluegill, largemouth, smallmouth. So that's 4 species. Hopefully we can catch 5 or 6. You never really know. I definitely think I can catch rock bass today. So if we can get to 5 species, that's awesome. If we can catch 6, that's just ridiculous. And by the way, it's all on one bait so far, a 1/32 ounce mule jig with the horsefly, folks. This is exactly what these baits are designed for, is multi-species light line fishing. And that's why I'm having fun doing it. Dadgummit, Ethan. I cast it just a little too shallow. But this is the habitat I'm fishing. So essentially you've got this current rolling down the river and you got a big laydown like this. It's gonna cause all that current to get blocked up. So stuff like sunfish are really gonna like this because they don't like to sit in that main flowing current. They like to be kind of protected. The other thing that's nice about this spot is there's a lot of pea gravel up on the bank and there's sun smacking it. So it's warming that bottom up and those sunfish love it. So you've got little bugs and all sorts of other little forage coming through here. And it's a great ambush point for these little sunfish. So that's exactly why I was picking them off right here. And I'm hoping to find some more areas like this because it's such a great spot for bluegill and other sunnies. Hey, little duckies. You want me to scratch ya? I just snapped off my other jig. So I went ahead and rigged up a new horsefly. This one is black on a 1/32 ounce black jig. I'm going all natural. You can never go wrong with black. It's just such a tried and true color. And I think in a river like this, it's gonna be dynamite. I really do. I really think it's gonna be dynamite. I tell you what, also, when you're in this cold water and your pants are all wet and you get out of the water and then the wind hits you, it's cold and it doesn't feel good, okay? So that's a little bit of a tip for you, hot tip for the day. There he is. I knew there was a bunch of fish here. That's a big rocko. Nice rocko. That's a chunk. Chunky rock, man. All right, choked it. All righty, nice little rock. There we go. The one thing I will say about using a bright colored jig head is a lot of times you can see it disappear. Oh, here we go. This looks like this is actually a green sunfish bluegill hybrid. It'd be great to find a just straight up green sunfish, but that's definitely a green sunfish bluegill hybrid right there. Look at that. I gotta find a normal purebred green sunfish. If I could do that, that would be 6 species. Come on now, let's do it. There he is. All right, there we go. Look at that. It's another pumpkinseed bluegill hybrid is what that is. Yes, sir.
Quest for the jingle.
All righty. Man, that's a pretty one. Really pretty fish. I'm telling you guys, if you can find these nice trees like this, there's just a ton of fish in them. I think there actually is some big fish potential in here too. Just gotta make that right cast and hope you put it in front of the bigger one. There he is. That fish was definitely carrying that. That would be a Rocco, baby. Little guy. I like the, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh man, he is fighting, baby. That's another green sunfish hybrid is what that is. See how his mouth is much larger than a typical bluegill, but he is not a full green sunfish. You can definitely see some bluegill in him. I really want to find a full-on green sunny today. If I can do that, that would be ideal. A lot of times those green sunnies are tucked up right on the bank and they're right behind a log or a big rock. So if I can get up in there, you never know, I might be able to find one. Sure. There he is. Oh gosh, what is this? It's a greenie. No. Or not a greenie, sorry, Rocco. That's a Rocco. You think he wanted that? My goodness, dude. Why you gotta eat it like that? You got these big old mouths on you. And you can just suck stuff down like a wild child. Yep. There you go. Gotcha. He's got like a battle scar right there. Some sort of bird or turtle or I don't even know, pike. Something. Something got you. Well, while Jeff is completely botching this fishing spot, I'm just gonna catch this other fish. Ooh, baby. God, he pulled hard. That's a nice chunky bluegill. That's what we're after, except look at this, Jeff. Look at how he's built.
Dude, he's just built different.
That's a burly bluegill right there.
Built different.
Why are they like this? I don't know. This is the 3rd time this has happened in this river. I catch literal circles. I don't understand how that happens. There's one.
We're sorry.
Just haven't found those bigger gills. I know they live in here, but not today. Little guy. Come on. Come on, where are you at? There you is. No, why am I? What happened? Paul, how you doing?
I'm on a, it's like I hit the rock bass lottery. I am just hammering the Rockies.
It's what we like to hear around these parts. Folks, for some reason I accidentally broke off another jig, so we're rocking and rolling with the Donkey Tail Junior now, Dakota Sunrise on a 1/32 ounce pink mule jig. I'll tell you what, the 1/32 ounce is just, it's ideal for this water depth and then like the speed of the current and then the wind and whatnot, so I'm just rocking and rolling with it. It's working quite well, and I'm hoping that the Donkey Tail Junior will work well for me too. For some reason, I thought, I was thinking in my head, we're gonna find a big bluegill today, but I have not done that yet. But I'm still very pleased with how the fishing trip is going because 1, I'm with a couple of buddies that are a blast to fish with, quite frankly. And 2, I've caught numerous species and I am just loving it. I mean, it's nonstop action so far, so 0 to complain about. Fingers crossed we can catch a little bit bigger fish, but at the end of the day, we're having a good time out here. So I'm a happy camper. The reason I decided to switch to the Donkey Tail Junior is just simply because it was already rigged up and I was lazy. There's nothing more than that. That's it. And you know what? It works because I've already got a fish on. Whoa, whoa, he jumped higher than my head is out of the water. That little boy could have cleared us all. 10 out of 10, great high jumper. Nice high jumping, man. He's been caught before. Holy smokes, I feel bad for the little guy. See, buddy. There he is. I saw him come out and just smash it. I loosened up my drag a little bit because of the fact that I broke. Oh, yes, it's the fish I was after. Yes, 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 yes. Big old freaking gill. He's tall. He's not super long, but he is tall. That was the fish I was chasing. I'm hoping there's gonna be more of them. Look at that fish. Beauty, man. That actually is a hybrid, I think. I think it is actually, I think it might have some green sunfish in him. Daggum, he's chunky, man. He's fat and he pulled hard. I loosened my drag a little bit because I feel like this line has a little bit lighter breaking strength than the other 2-pound test that I use. It's also much thinner, so I can actually cast it further. So pros and cons. But it was funny, I was watching my jig and I saw that pink jig just disappear. And so I knew I had one. And I'm telling you guys, that actually makes a big difference in water like this, is you wait until your jig disappears. I've got one on, I've got one on. I saw my jig move to the left. And it's another gill, another gill. And I'm telling you that that's such an easy way to detect bites. When you've got wind blowing a bow in your line, you've got current blowing it down, watching your jig, if they seem to be okay with brighter colors, use it to your advantage. Paul just caught a nice rock bass, and I just hooked into a little gill. Yes, sir. He came out of nowhere and just pelted this thing. Golly, love it. Check my line. Yeah, we're doing okay. I think I just need to start getting in the habit of checking my line. There's a lot of broken shells and tree limbs and rocks, and when those fish start fighting, you have to remember that that line is going to start touching that stuff and getting little frays in it. So you need to check it often, and that's one thing that I do a terrible job of personally. But right now I'm checking, so I just need to check every couple casts, and after every fish I really should check as well. Oh, there, that's a pike. That's a big pike. Look at him. Oh, there's a perch right there. The good news is we know there's more potential species up here. We've seen pike and we've seen perch. The bad news is I don't think there's gonna be just a ton of them. I think it's gonna be fewer numbers. So I probably still pretty low likelihood that we'll catch any, but you never know. Dude, look down. Is that a bowfin? Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, it's a bowfin. That was a giant fish. Where did he go? There was a couple of big fish that swam through here, and I couldn't tell with 100% certainty, but yeah, that looked like that was probably a bowfin.
I saw his tail.
Dude.
Long body.
Yeah, with that weird tail. Yeah.
Dude, I am on these piles.
There we go.
Oh, big hit.
What do we got here?
Got him.
My drag is a little loose. A little smallie. Doubling up, baby. Let's go. Double it up. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Oh, there we
I just
go.
gotta take it easy. He's not even that big, but he is biting. Dude, that's a beauty is what that is. Check out the smallie.
Yo, with those stripes.
Look at the colors, dude. Look at the stripes on. He's mean, dude, and he choked that thing.
That might be smallie of the day, bud.
On the light line, man, blast, and in that current. God, look at those colors, guys. Just can't beat that right there.
That is one of the prettiest smallmouth I've ever.
Whew, and he's still mad, man.
Get on my hook.
Yeah.
Yo.
I led that fish, and I guarantee it's the same one. I guarantee it is. I don't think he's giant, but he's nice for this. Oh, no, I saw one much bigger than this. Dang it, I thought for sure I got the good one. There's another one following him. Look, get him.
He was on, he just nosed it.
All right,
You
all
just
right.
spooked him.
Paul is just not wanting to socialize today.
Paul has left us behind in his.
Paul is just in his own rock bass world right now. Oh, yeah, nice one, buddy. No.
Yo, fish today. Everything is awful.
Nice work, dude.
Yo, dude.
There he is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back on the sunfish. Let's go. It's been too long since I caught my last sunny. Feels good to pop another. All right, see you, buddy. There he is. I watched my pink jig just disappear. That was awesome. That was awesome. That's a nice gill. It's a nice one. Heck yes. Green sunfish, bluegill hybrid, nice and chunky. Beautiful fish right there. Golly, I love it. I love it. So a lot of people do what's known as dock shooting. And so they'll grab their jig and they'll basically slingshot it up there. And I find that it actually works quite well in the river too, when you're trying to keep it low and out of the trees. So I've been doing that, and this rod is perfect for it because it's a nice stout action. Okay, I tell you what, today has been exactly what I was hoping it would be. A day full of multi-species, wading the river, catching fish on an ultralight. Exactly what I wanted. But I'm running out of time, unfortunately, and so because of that, I decided I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, and I'm gonna try this little Yozuri Pins minnow. It's just a little floating jerkbait. These things are super fun to fish, and I'm hoping that I can catch a couple little smallmouth or something on it. No matter what, we've had a successful day, and I do need to start wading downstream so I can get back to my wife and child, and also eat some food because I'm really, really hungry right now, and I'm excited to eat some food. That being said, we're gonna give this little jerkbait a try, so let's get started. Back to my bread and butter. There's one. There we go. Chunky little smallie. The jerkbait just simply wasn't cutting it. Had to go back to the old bread and butter, folks. This little smallie liked that little horsefly. Look at that. Boom shakalaka. Beautiful little smallie. There's a decent fish, or so it feels. Decent fight. I don't know if it's a decent fish or not. It's got some good fight in him. Probably a little smallie. I'll take that one, then I think I'm gonna have to head downstream. What is it gonna be? Little smallie is my guess, but you never know. Hey, what do you know about that? That ain't a little smallie, that's actually what we were after. Nice bluegill. I was thinking it was gonna be a little smallie, but would you look at that? That's a nice bluegill. Of course he wanted that horsefly. My gosh, take a look at that, Paul. I didn't think I would be catching one of these up in this current like that. Probably about a 7.5, maybe 8. Beautiful fish. I was actually saying my goodbyes to the boys, and then I made a cast just because I was waiting for them to kind of finish up a conversation.
I saw.
That's a nice beauty too.
Nicer.
I like that. The fact that there's bluegill just chilling out in this main current is wild to me. That is a beauty. This is what I was after. That's what's funny. All right, y'all. We got a couple of burly boys in the back just hanging out.
Oh, hey.
So I tell you what, man, it was an absolute blast out here. I caught a lot of fish, numerous species, I think 4 or 5 total species. So all in all, a good day, good trip, and it's always fun hanging out with friends. So, you know, that's what it's all about, really.
100%.
No giants today. A couple of nice ones along the way. You guys both caught a couple decent smallies.
I got a nice one. Decent largie and smallie for
Yeah,
you.
I'd say my most respectable fish were probably bluegill. But other than that, a lot of smaller fish. But when you do it on 2-pound tests, you can't beat it, folks. So anyways, I hope you have a great day. It's beautiful weather out here. I'm gonna go eat a sandwich, chill out, watch some football, live my life. You do the same. We'll catch you next time. Can't get enough, man. Just simply can't get enough. Oh, I love these fish.